Hello again from Washington State Archives. This video series is here to get you started with digging deep in your historical research. Welcome to video 2, Digging Deep, Finding and Using Secondary Sources. We already know that we start research projects with secondary sources such as articles and biographies, which give us a lot of basic information, historical context, and analysis. Start your search for secondary sources with library catalogs, some of which you can access online, but we'd recommend visiting or contacting a librarian since they can more thoroughly navigate library catalogs and they'll guide you to the most appropriate sources for your topic. A librarian might also help you access reference indexes or bibliographies. Those are excellent tools to point you to recently published materials related to your topic. For some guidance, you can visit Washington State Library's website at sos.wa.gov/library and click on the Ask a Librarian button. Fill out a form with a description of your project, and they'll give you advice on what to do next, whether they have a list of sources or tell you which library to visit. Now, once you've picked out some secondary sources, here's how to utilize them. First off, they'll give you the basic story, an overall frame of reference for your understanding of a historical topic. If we looked at primary sources first, we would have lots of tidbits of information, but nothing to piece them together. This is why we go to secondary sources first, for context. The next thing you'll look for in secondary sources is the historical context of your topic. What was going on in the world surrounding your topic, the lead-up, the results, the consequences, the pros and cons. And the next thing you'll look for are leads on primary sources. Secondary sources will be riddled with clues about where to look for your primary sources. Dates, names, and locations will lead you to documentation related to the topic. Interviews, news stories, legislation, court documents, vital records, photos, maps, meeting minutes, video recordings, audio recordings. Once you learn more about primary sources, you'll be better able to keep an eye out for clues about them when you're researching your secondary sources. Having said that, let's move on to our next video, Digging Deep, Finding and Using Primary Sources.